and we are now live on Facebook and YouTube. How is everybody doing out there this evening? It's 8 o'clock. We're getting ready to get this show on the road. This is Yaricel, the Multipreneur. Thank you so much for watching me. And if this is your first time seeing any of my videos, I thank you so much for joining. If you follow my YouTube channel, you know we like to talk about God and money, as well as Facebook Live. We go live every Monday. But tonight is a little special, a little different type of thing. We're actually going to do a segment because I have been talking to several people about just their life in general and doing some things to, elevate their life, make more money. And I often hear people say, well, Yaricel, I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not an entrepreneur. I don't know what I can do. So I'm here to tell you that there is an entrepreneur in all of us. Tonight, we're going to talk about the 4 types of entrepreneurs. This is a workshop, really, because you're going to need paper and pen and all that good stuff. So just real quick, let me just tell you guys how you can connect with me. You can follow me on Instagram. I am the Multipreneur. You can follow me on YouTube and at Yaricel, the Multipreneur. Be sure to like and subscribe, especially if you like what you hear tonight. I am on TikTok. I love TikTok. And I am at Yaricel on TikTok. So if you could comment below, tell me where you are from. I would love to know it and hear it and see it. Well, I can't hear it, but I would love to see where you are watching from. And again, like I said, you're going to need paper tonight. You're going to need a pen. So I need you to go ahead and get the paper and pen. Now, tonight we are going to start off with a scripture. So let me tell you why it is important. I believe in multiple streams of income. I also believe that we all have different skills and talents that will bring us the provision. I do not believe that God would create us to not provide. He is the provider. He is Jehovah Jireh, and he wants us to live a life abundant and exceedingly beyond anything that we could measure. He is the dream giver. So he's our father. And just like any good father takes care of his children, and he wouldn't send us here without equipping us. And how do I know that? Because I read what his word says. So you know that my verse, if you watch me, Ecclesiastes 11:2, invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. And basically what this is teaching us is that we have to learn to diversify in everything that we do, because if something fails, then you have backup. And we saw this with COVID. So many people were, out of work and just so many struggles in that area. Some people are still out of work and having struggles in that area. So I want to charge you to look within yourself to come up with some new ways to make money. All right. And so I'm going to help you with that tonight. So the first thing that I want you to know is it's going to be difficult for you to follow along if you don't have the paper. So what I want you to do is you're going to number your paper. I'm going to give you 22 questions, but I don't want you to start writing until I tell you. So you got to listen carefully so that you'll understand how your sheet of paper is supposed to go. So I'm going to ask you 22 questions. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I want you to number your questions on your paper a specific way. So first, I want you to number on your page 1 through 6 vertically. And then I want you to skip a line. So you're going to have 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and then skip a line. And the reason why is because those questions go together. Okay? So let me know that you have that. And if you got that, then just say yes. So you get your paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to skip a line. The next set of numbers that I want you to write is 7 through 9. So you're going to write 7, 8, and 9, and then skip a line. Okay. And then after that, then you are going to do 10 through 17 and then skip a line. And then you'll do 18 through 22 and then you'll skip a line. And what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you some questions and they're going to coincide with each number. And if that question goes with you, then you're going to write yes next to that number. If that question doesn't coincide with you, then you're going to do nothing. So does everybody get that? Did everybody get that? I hope so. So if you are watching live, let me know that you are ready and I will begin to ask the questions. So what you can do is you can, I don't know, just let me know, but I'm going to go ahead and start. So the first question that I'm going to ask you is, are you good at influencing the decisions of others? So question number one, are you good at influencing the decisions of others? If you are good at this, then you are going to write yes on your number one. Question number two. Do people take your advice easily? Question number two. Do people take your advice easily? If the answer is yes, then you will put yes next to number two. Question number three. Question number three. Do you like to give recommendations to others? Question number three is, do you like to give recommendations to others? Question number four. Would you be a good spokesperson for a specific product or service that you really believed in? If the answer is yes, then you're going to put a yes next to question number four. Question number five. Do you believe your ideas have value and that you should be paid for them? So if that's you, next to question number five, you are going to put a yes. And the question is, do you believe your ideas have value and that you should be paid for them? Question number six, do you enjoy selling? If the answer is yes, next to question number six, put yes. Now, if you numbered your paper properly, you'll be skipping a line. You'll be going down to the next set of numbers, which is 7, 8, and 9. Question number 7, are you an artist? If you're an artist, you're going to type yes, write yes for number 7. Number 8, do you really enjoy creating? If you really enjoy creating, then you're going to write yes. Number 9, do you like to entertain? If you like to entertain, then you are going to write yes next to question number 9. The next set of numbers is 10 through 17. 10 through 17. Question number 10. Do you enjoy organizing or simplifying information? If that answer is yes, then you are going to write yes next to number 10. Number 10. Number 11, do you enjoy teaching? Number 11, do you enjoy teaching? Number 12, can you explain complicated subjects easily? If that's you, number 12, write yes. 13, is it important to you to help others improve the quality of their lives? Is it important to you to help others improve the quality of their lives? That's 13. We're at 14. Number 14, Would you consider yourself to be an idea person? Would you consider yourself to be an idea person on 14? If that's you, write yes. 15, are you good at brainstorming solutions to problems? If that is you, on number 15, write yes. Are you good at brainstorming solutions to problems? Number 16, do you like to write? 16, do you like to write? And 17, do you like to read? Number 17 is, do you like to read? The last set of numbers, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Number 18, do you enjoy finding bargains? If you enjoy finding bargains, next to number 18, you will write yes. Number 19, are you good at comparing different projects to make a decision? Number 19, are you good at comparing different projects to make a decision? If that's you, write yes. 20, are you a good saver? Number 20, are you a good saver? 21, do you like to squeeze the last ounce of benefit from a situation? Number 21, do you like to squeeze the last ounce of benefit from a situation? And the last one, 22, do you like to analyze numbers? So we've gone over all of the questions. What I want you to do is go back and count up in each section, all of the yeses. Okay, you're going to come up with a number depending upon, like for example, the second group, you'll have a 1, 2, or a 3, depending upon how many yeses. Now I want you to circle the number that was the highest. And I'm going to tell you what each group means and what that means for you and how you can take this information and learn what type of entrepreneur you are. So in the first group, okay, if you had most of your yeses in that first group in 1 through 6, you are what we call an intrapreneur. Okay. In the second group, if you had most of your yeses in the second group, you are what we call an extrapreneur. If you had most of your yeses in that third group, then you are what we call an infopreneur. And if you had the majority of your yeses in the last group, you are what we call an autopreneur. Okay. And so basically, in a nutshell, the intrapreneur, their major skill is to influence and to lead. So if that's you, if the majority of your yeses or your highest number of yeses were in the first category, your major skill is to influence and to lead. And I'm going to give you a couple of more notes. So this person is inside of a corporation. They're not an employee, though. They're more cut out to be a consultant, maybe a commission salesperson, like insurance, for example, part owner of something. This is for these people. You like to be on a team. You like that idea that you're on a team. That's a real ideal place for you. You see a lot of entrepreneurs who are in network marketing. It's a great place for entrepreneurs. But you are really, like I said, you're not an employee, but you are more in that consultation role. These people are great at getting that residual income. If you are an entrepreneur, again, your major skill is to really influence and to lead. That second group, those of you who are the creative crew, you are the extrapreneurs who like to create or entertain. And so you might be an actor, you may be a songwriter, you may be a game designer who gets royalties. You might be a visual artist. Maybe you are a painter and you're not really utilizing that gift. Or you are, maybe you are a celebrity endorser. So if you understand that, maybe you're going to earn your money through gross percentage points, for example. But that is the extrapreneur. That was the second group. Now, the third group, if you had a lot of yeses in that group, this is our infopreneur. And the infopreneur, they have the skills to organize and to teach. And so this person they make money because they sell information, where the prime product is data, knowledge, skill, something of that sort, specialized information. They'll turn your ideas, your knowledge, and your experience into money. So these people can be authors who get royalties from books, from audios, marketing consultants. They get percentages of profit, gross revenue, people who have franchisers. All of these people are what we call infopreneurs. And lastly, there's the autopreneur. And the autopreneur skill is really to analyze and to invest. And so when you find a person who has these skills and they're autopreneurs, they create businesses that sell items, but they have the type of ownership that they earn money without any kind of hassle. And so they generate profits in real estate. They yield dividends, investments. You see your investors in this category. They make money off of interest and appreciation. You'd be surprised how many people actually make a solid, steady flow of income just off of investments. So that's because these people, they're numbers people. They know how to analyze the numbers. People who buy tax lien certificates. These are all people, like I said, they like to invest their money in products and services, but they don't want the hassle of all that kind of work. So they analyze, they're masters of, finding good deals and all kinds of stuff like that, because they have that ability to compare, two types of scenarios. So I don't know, which one were you? Were you the entrepreneur? Were you the extrapreneur? Were you the infopreneur, or were you the autopreneur? So here's the thing. No matter which one you are, just know that you have the skills to birth something from what it is that you naturally are able to do well. And you have to tap into the things that you are naturally able to do well. And for some people, they never even thought of themselves as an entrepreneur, but you had all the yeses. You're like, okay, that's my category. That's my section. So what you want to do is you want to turn the skills that you have into profit, into revenue. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that for myself, that I will say works for me. Hey, Michelle Honore, as an entrepreneur. So first and foremost, I am a person, I persevere. I will not rely solely on my skills and talents. I'm a fighter, so I'm going to get up every day and I'm going to fight through it, and I'm going to do my best to, just make it do what it does. And the other thing that I will say as an entrepreneur, I set goals. And I know it sounds corny and cliche, but I set goals. I set weekly goals. I set a goal for the day. I set a goal for the week, and I have goals for the month, and I have long-term goals that are years ahead of me, and I have shorter term goals. So I set goals as an entrepreneur, and that's just something that you're going to need to do. The other thing that I do is I try to be the expert in what it is that I'm doing. So I am constantly trying to learn more about money, more about retirement, and just ways to help and serve my clients. You guys know that it's really important that I stay abreast of what's happening with situations that can be harmful to my clients. So I just try to stay on top of the game. So I want to charge you to like just try to become the very best you can be at whatever it is that you're trying to do. The other thing is I get help. I don't try to do everything by myself. I am the master of saying to somebody, hey, can you help me out with this, that, or the other? And I like to, I wish I could say that I do it all by myself, but no, you got to have yourself a team. And the moment that things start to fall through the cracks, you may need to reach out and grab somebody's hand. And as an entrepreneur, I will say that, when people reach out to me, I try to grab their hand and take them along the way. And so you be that for other people and they'll be that for you. The next tip I want to give you guys is that you got to get yourself around some people who are like you and who can help you. I actually, sit down with other agents and registered reps and investment advisors. We actually meet once a week and we chat and talk. We're always sharing ideas. We're always getting together and we just help each other. And today, a gentleman, he has his own business, but he's like, whatever I need, he's like, call me. And I happened to mention something in one of our group chats and he said, Zoom me right now. So I appreciate you, Ashley Turner, just for always being there. And we don't look at each other as competition. You understand what I'm saying? You can learn a lot from other people who are in business as well. So those are just a couple of tips. So I don't know if you are an extrapreneur, the intrapreneur, the infopreneur, or the autopreneur. But I hope that this helps to give you some insight to some of your skills and maybe what you can do. And remember, God didn't create you to not, he didn't give you life for you to be struggling. There is a business inside of you. And how do I know? Because Ecclesiastes 11:2 was not just for me, Yarcel, the multipreneur, it's for you too. So I know that he desires for you also to have multiple streams of income. It's in your hands. You just gotta get in there and just reach out and grab it and go. So anyway, I hope this helped you guys tonight. And if you happen to catch the replay, thank you so much. Share this with somebody who may need to see this, and I'll talk